This is number 2. Are you reading closely and looking? Let's read the question. Which is the best estimate of the total number of rodents in the store? Let's underline that. Let's read the details. The pet store sells 3 kinds of rodents. Of these rodents, there are 114 mice, 282 rats, and 105 gerbils. Let's cross that out. Let me show you what a rodent is. A rodent is any animal that looks similar to a mouse. So these are all examples of rodents, and they give us examples in the problem. Let's circle some clues. So there's a store, and they sell 3 kinds of rodents. The first kind is the mice, so there are 114 mice. There are 282 rats. There are 105 gerbils. And we want to know which is the best estimate. Best estimate is my clue that I have to round. So they want to know the best estimate of the total number of rodents in the store. Let's cross that out. What should I do first? The main idea. My main idea is going to say, which is the best estimate of the total number. So because I have to round, I have to figure out what I need to round by. This doesn't tell me, so I need to look at my answer choices. I see that all of my answer choices have 1, 2 zeros. So am I going to be rounding to the nearest 10? No, because it has 1 0. Am I going to be rounding to the nearest 100? Yes, because it has 2 zeros. So I'm going to write my clue right here that I need to round to the nearest 100 before I do anything else. What do I know about the problem? Well, I know that there are 3 kinds of rodents. I know that there are 114 mice. I know that there are 282 rats. I know that there are 105 gerbils. And I know that they want to find the total after I find the best estimate, because I need to round to the nearest 100. So how can I show that in a strip diagram? Well, I know this problem is about the store, and I know that the store is selling rodents. So here's all the rodents in the store. I know that they have mice. They have 114 mice. I know that they have rats. They have 282 rats. And I know that they have gerbils. And they have 105 gerbils. And I know that I need to find the total of all of those rodents. I don't know that yet, because first I need to find the best estimate. I need to round all of these numbers. So I'm going to start with the mice. There are 114 mice. And since I need to round to the nearest 100, I need to box in my 100. Ones, tens, hundreds. So I'm going to box it in. The number that's in the hundreds place is 1. So when I draw my number line, I am going to start with 100. What is the value of 100? Well, 100. And the next group of 100 is 200. My midpoint is going to be 150. And now I have to put this 114 in the number line. 100, 110, 120. So the 114 should be around here somewhere. And when I round, I need to see which is closer, the 100 or the 200. Because it's on this side of the midpoint, it's closer to 100. So 114 rounds to 100, and I need to change that in my strip diagram. Now I can do the rats. I'm just going to write R this time. There are 282 rats. I know I'm rounding to the nearest 100, so I need to box in my 100. The number that's in the hundreds place is 2. So when I set up my number line, I need to start with 2 hundreds. That would be 2, and you fill in the rest with zeros. 200. The next group of 100 is 300. My midpoint is 250. 282, where should that go? So there's 200, 210, 20, 30, 40, 250, 260, 270, 280. So it should be somewhere around here. What is that closer to, 200 or 300? Since it's on this side of the midpoint, it's closer to 300. So 282 rounds to 300, and I need to change that in my strip. Now I need to do gerbils. I'm going to do a G for that one. I have 105 gerbils. Ones, tens, hundreds. Box in your 100. The number that's in the hundreds is 1. So when I do my number line, I start with 100. The rest of the numbers become zeros. The next group of 100 is 200. And my midpoint is 150. Where does 105 go? Well, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. So it should be really close to the 100. That means that it's going to round to 100. So you box it in. 105 rounds to 100, so we need to change that in our strip. And now that we're finished rounding all the numbers, we need to figure out what to do with them to find the total. If we look at our action posters, it matches put together because our blocks are connecting like Legos. They're all connecting, so we need to add them. When we add them, I'm just going to put them on top of each other because they have a lot of zeros. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 3 plus 1, 4, and 1 more, 500 is my total number of rodents. So that goes up here in my strip diagram in the question mark. And now I can find my answer. It's not A, could be B, not C, not D. So my answer here is B, and I can justify by saying that I rounded to the nearest 100, and then I added all of the rodents.